Hello and good evening, everybody. Uh, my name, if you're not familiar, is Not, and tonight is Adventure Thursdays. I apologize for missing last week. I just sort of completely lost track of what day it was, like you do in quarantine. Um, but we've got a nice show tonight. I'll be playing The Dig for the first time in, oh, eons and eons. Um, no, for serious, I think the last time I played this game at all was in 2005, and the last time I finished it was in probably 1996. So, uh, yeah, we'll have a good time. Um, in case you weren't aware, the main character of this game is voiced by, uh, his first name. I forget his first name. Robert Patrick, who you may be more familiar with as the T-1000 from Terminator, or the guy that they brought in to replace Mulder in the X-Files. Um, so yeah, that's fun. Just a fun little bit of trivia there. So I hadn't started the game yet because this being an old LucasArts game, it just goes as soon as you start. There's no menu or anything. So I figured I'd give folks a little bit of time to filter in before we started, so that anybody who might be a little bit straggly had a chance to see the opening cinematic. Because it is, I mean, it's 1995 graphics, but it's still pretty good for the time. Um, Again, piece of trivia, if anybody wasn't familiar with it, this game was originally conceived by Steven Spielberg, who decided that rather than have it be an episode on amazing stories, that was too expensive, and he decided it was even going to be too expensive to make a movie out of it. Yes, Steven Spielberg decided that a project was too expensive to make a movie out of it. And so he took it to his friend George Lucas, who said, hey, we could do this thing called a video game. And it stuck around in video game production hell for a few years until it finally made its way out into the world in 1995. So prepare yourselves for the joy and delight of the video game of the movie that was too expensive to make, the novelization of which was written by Robert Dean Foster. And just a little bit of a warning: you will see Orson Scott Card's name in here as a writer. He's an ass, and I just want to get that out of the way right now. So here we go. It's time for the dig.
Of course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete. We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
I'm sure it's fine.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition. shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for, but as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant. I just have to be careful. The other two crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance. And we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Like, this doesn't look bad. You know, it's 1995, but it's good for 1995. Especially a 1995 video game, for crying out loud.
Robbins here, going independent.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
I mean, does it make any more or less sense than sending, you know, oil rig workers to blow up an asteroid? I guess.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Alright, I have to remember all the controls for
Robbins,
a video game.
come in, Robbins.
Robbins
Of
here,
this
I read
era.
you.
What do you think of our archaeologist, Brink?
I'm very impressed with his experience. He headed the U.S. Geological Survey team that mapped the surface of Venus.
You'll be taking a close look at the asteroid to make certain the detonation points they've chosen are suitable. See that big tool chest? We call it the Pig.
I've logged 100 hours working with every tool in the Pig, Commander Lowe.
Everything okay with the Pig?
As far as I can see, Commander.
Do we need to keep calling it the pig? Yes. The say something profound button. I forgot about the say something profound button.
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
Low out.
That's enough of that. Talk to Brink.
Brink, this is Low. Do you read? Brink here. I read you. What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
I really hope these are closed channels between each of these conversations, because, like, that's awkward.
Everything okay with the pig?
Everything's fine as far as I can see, Commander. Miles can tell you more than I can.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
Low out.
Ah, the pedant. Yes. Tool chest.
It's the pig. Payload Specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm to release it.
Right, I have to call Miles. I forgot. Arming key, flashlight. Terrible joke. Right, you can play Asteroid Lander. I forgot about this game. This game is very, like, I don't know why this game is here, but sure, I guess.
The Eagle has landed.
Hooray! I got 10 points. If it's gonna line me up over top of these things, I'm just gonna take the landing option that I'm given. Come on. I promise I won't be doing this all night. So much fuel left. So much fuel. Oh no!
It's not my fault. The buttons were sticky.
Yes. Yes, the buttons were sticky. Anyway. Streamer blames controller. News at 11. Right, let's call Borden.
Low to Borden, do you copy?
Like carbon paper, boss.
You know what this animation style actually reminds me of is Titan AE, which is weird because it came out way later than this game did.
You ready for us to part company, Ken?
Everything's in position, boss.
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected?
Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid?
Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters.
Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby.
Any problem with us taking the pig now, Ken?
Just tell Miles and you can take the little squealer to market.
Right, I have to remember everybody's names.
This is one big ugly pig.
Is that why Cora always calls it her baby?
I heard that, Ken.
Low out. Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston, I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
I have to give her props for having her curl of hair perfectly draped in zero gravity. That's exactly what people look like in Zero G when they have long hair. Yes.
We're Ready when you are, Cora.
Just give the word, Boston, and you got yourself a pig.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Till my opponent offers you more money.
That's not a question.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Only if you move to Mississippi, Boston.
That's still not a question.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed.
Just put that right there. It's fine.
Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Can we please stop calling it a pig?
Load a landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blow out.
I like this direction. Just go to space. Just go to space.
Brink.
Brink.
Brink here.
Do we need to talk about our coworkers? No.
Keep an eye on the pig, okay? Don't want it drifting off into space.
I travel all this way, and I end up as a swine herder.
Explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently my career is amusing to you, Commander.
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
Because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
This banter is slightly insufferable. To safely transport nukes into space, don't drop them. That's pretty much all I got. Although, boy howdy, are there some international treaties.
Do it together sometime, Robbins.
Oh, you think of the most romantic ideas.
You're kidding. That's the first time I've teased you and you didn't bite my head off.
That was the first time you didn't make fun of my profession.
There are some international treaties that need to be accommodated for in this mission.
I'll bet you make the pig the hero of the story, Robbins.
So far, it has the most attractive personality.
I was making a joke, Robbins.
I know, Commander. So was I.
What will you call it? Interview with a pig?
No. That's the title I'm using for the article about you.
Wah, wah.
I want you to know I'm very proud of my pig American heritage.
And pigs everywhere are proud of you, Commander Lowe.
Okay, that's enough of that. Good lord. Let's see, I need one of these. And I need one of these. And I need this. And I need this. That's everything in the pig.
Load a Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
Now where do I put these?
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Yes, but where do I put them?
Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Brink?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
Low out.
Let's go to space, I guess. Ah, there we go. 4 quadrants. Do 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 do.
It's where Explosive Alpha should be placed.
Okay.
The ground's too rough to attach the charge.
Okay.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now.
Sure. Nice and smooth. Exactly what it looks like. Use with dirt.
Shuttle, this is Low. We're placing the explosive in Quadrant 2.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Boop.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Alright, time to turn it on.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed.
Base. Where's the other one go? I think it goes in quadrant 3. I think. It's been a while. It's been so long since I've played this game. Older. Well, older.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
Well, that's what we have shovels for, I guess.
Cora, Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? It might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash it right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Ken. Frank, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, we wouldn't want you to die, Brink.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up.
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article.
I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency.
Also, no astronaut ever talks like this on an open frequency.
No need. The target's ready for the explosive charge. Shuttle, this is low. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in Quadrant 3.
Acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
Boop. Yeah, like no astronaut. First of all, even in the 1990s, that was inappropriate. And also, absolutely no astronaut is ever going to talk like that over an open comm. They would never fly again. I
This
can
asteroid
guarantee
has
you.
a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins.
Was there anything even in Quadrant 4? Somehow I doubt it. Yep, nothing here. Back to the shuttle.
Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Attila do the old fire dance.
How do I get back inside? How do I get back inside? I have to call?
Miles, this is low. Do you read?
Miles here.
How can they be so sure the surface won't be radioactive after the explosions?
Well, the theory is that without an atmosphere and with so little gravity, most of the radioactive material will be blasted off into space and almost none of it will settle in the safe quadrants.
But is the theory right?
Hey, you're the guy in the cute suit. You tell me when it's all over.
You'll know they were wrong if my coffin glows.
Don't worry, Boston. My baby's down there monitoring the surface. We'll know if it's safe before you go back.
How's the pig doing?
Squealing its little heart out. You can tell Borden my baby's ready to monitor the explosions whenever you give him the order.
I sure hope the math was right on the placement of the charges.
That was decided by all them geniuses in Houston. Ours not to reason why, ours but to blast and fly.
Low out. Borden? Come in, Borden.
I'm here, boss.
Both nukes are in place and armed.
There we go.
We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
Very pretty music.
The explosives armed. Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here
one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. Radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery. Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light.
Why is it so spinny?
You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion.
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
Sure.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins?
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just think, Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Low out. I'm giving this baby a little push.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
What is this dialogue?
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's a small, dark opening.
I think you're right, Brink. The stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
Let's dig it up.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
There's another one. Get the digger back out. BD.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there was some sort of inscription.
Go ahead and do this one while I've got it out.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Here's number 3.
It disappeared too.
The big one.
Here's the last one.
Boop.
Well, we've done it. Whatever it is we did.
It's the pig.
Yes, it is. Let's call Borden.
Borden, this is Lowe. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
The pigs seem to hold up pretty well in the nuclear explosions.
Yep, every now and then, the lowest bidder does it right.
Anything from Houston?
No, the tracking stations report that everything's fine so far.
I gotta tell you, it's hard to stay calm when you're floating around inside an alien structure.
Well, stay calm, boss. And be careful. Don't mess with things you don't understand.
Ken, my whole mission here is to mess with things I don't understand.
Well, I guess that's why you're in there and I'm out here.
Low out. Low to payload, over.
I read you, Lo. What is it?
Don't mess with things you don't understand is like the opposite of Maxim number 1 in an adventure game.
How long will the pig hold out as a light source?
Plenty of time. If it starts to run low, we can pull my baby up to the surface and let the solar batteries recharge.
Low, over and out.
Ooh, dark tunnel. Let's go down the dark tunnel.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander.
Whee!
So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Low to shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
Oh, I'm sure this is fine.
Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
I'm sure this is fine. Oh, vent.
A small vent leading back to the outer chamber.
Pedestal. Ooh, puzzles.
Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
What do you think this place is for, Robbins? Some kind of temple?
That's the first assumption of most amateur anthropologists.
And let's be honest, most non-amateur anthropologists. It's a ritual item.
So do you have a better idea?
Have you noticed how the metal plates might be arranged to exactly fit that square indentation?
So what happens if I arrange the plates to fill the square indentation?
There's only one way to find out.
Who would have guessed Attila had a place like this inside?
Somebody guessed something, Commander. Or you wouldn't have been given your secret mission.
Low out. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink. Brink here. Any ideas about these metal plates lying here?
They look like the metal panels you push through the shafts up in the tunnel.
Why we pay you the big bucks, Brink?
This looks like more than we ever expected.
Don't be foolish, Commander. I am a geologist, yes, but there are many geologists more prominent than I. Always I suspected that my work in archaeology was the real reason I was brought along.
Blow out.
Alright, time for puzzles.
These plates probably fit together, but how? These plates probably fit together, but how?
I mean, I'm trying to do that. There we go. At least they don't let you do it wrong. Oh right, I forgot. That shape is on our penultimate for absolutely no reason. Like, I have no idea why this shape is on our communication device. It's very strange, and I don't think it's really ever explained. Ooh.
What's happening?
I'm moving.
See ya. Ice dissolve.
I feel like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in LA. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
The air tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Load a cockpit, over. Load a payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
No kidding.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
I don't know why they are, and I don't think it's ever explained. It's just one of those weird things that they did.
Looks like a large moon in orbit around us. A smallish moon in orbit around us.
Plant!
With my luck, this is probably the alien equivalent of poison ivy. I don't think I'll touch it.
That's all you got for that? That's it? Just... Okay.
Robbins. Maggie, does Brink look okay to you?
So far, he looks fine.
I'm okay, Commander. Thanks for your concern.
We all have to watch out for each other. Thanks. Brink. Brink, how does Maggie seem to be holding up?
She seems to be fine, Commander.
I'm okay.
We all have to watch out for each other.
Can we stop talking about people like they're not here? Like, for real, can we stop doing that? It's super awkward. Like, just ask Maggie how she's doing. Just ask Brink how he's doing. You don't have to ask Brink how he thinks Maggie is doing. This is like super, super weird. I will get to this. No, I can't get to that yet anyway. Let's go outside.
Where are you going, Lo?
I was gonna check for water, or some way out of here.
I think we should remain together.
Fine. Follow me.
This is no longer a space expedition, Lo. This is an archaeological dig. Therefore, I am the obvious leader.
Fine.
He
Whenever
said the
we need
thing.
to dig something up, you can use the shovel. In the meantime, our first business is to survive. Our second task is to get home. We need to work together, and I'm still the commander of this mission.
You don't know any more about surviving on an alien world than I do.
Boston is right, Ludger. He's the one with experience in survival, and we need someone in command. This is no time for a foolish power struggle.
All right, I agree. For now.
No? Yeah.
Do you think we could climb this slope?
No use. It doesn't go up all the way to the top.
The engravings on this wall, are they writing or decoration?
You're asking us?
You're the linguist, Maggie.
Robbins. You doing okay?
Oh, I'm fine. This is the greatest story of my life. The only trouble is, I have no way of telling it to anybody.
This place is as desolate as the Midwest.
Almost as desolate as the Midwest.
How is that profound? This is like the doubt button. In LA Noire. It's just like, whatever comes up to the top of your head.
Thanks. Brink. How are you doing, Brink?
You mean apart from being trapped on an alien planet with no idea of how to get back?
Yeah, I mean, apart from that.
This is a pretty desolate place.
Whoever once lived here, I think they are long since gone. So much dust. Undisturbed except by our own feet.
Can you make any sense of what you see here?
A good archaeologist doesn't expect to make sense of things until he's been digging at a site for years.
We don't have years.
Maybe years are all we have.
You know, that was profound.
Thanks.
Nope, they're not going to follow me, so whatever is over there is not clickable. Let's go back to the clearing. Dirt ramp.
Not just plants, but creatures too. I'm not an archaeologist, but these look like bones to me.
But they are not lying where the animal died. They were placed here. Markers.
A grave?
Best guess.
And now a home for those rat-like things.
Ew.
Something's looking at me. This is light, but it feels as strong as steel.
I'll just put that away.
It looks like something is buried here.
We haven't even been here for 5 minutes. And we're already at grave desecration. Great.
What? Are you just going to dig right in? With a shovel? You will destroy the site.
I'm not doing archaeology right now, Brink. I'm looking for something to help get us home.
Your name will live forever as the bone-headed space hero who destroyed precious data at the first alien archaeological site.
That's better than having my name live forever. As a commander of an expedition that disappeared and was never heard from again. Now get out of the way if you aren't gonna help, Brink. This might take a while.
You could just give the shovel to Brink.
What a fine accomplishment, Commander. Now we have a pile of meaningless dirt and bones.
Maybe not. You never know when an alien bone will prove useful.
Do we really not know that?
What do you think? Was this the skull of a sentient being? Or
Thanks,
a pet?
Blade.
Or a beast of burden?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It's a strange shaped jawbone. The teeth still look strong.
Put that away.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth. Brink.
Nope.
Never mind. Robbins.
Well, let's talk about Brink, quote unquote, behind his back.
Maggie, does Brink look okay to you?
So far, he looks fine.
I'm okay, Commander. Thanks for your concern.
We all have to watch out for each other. Thanks.
Alright. So we've got a dirt ramp, graves, and...
Fantastic! Look!
More proof of alien life.
Do you think there's anyone or anything alive?
It seems someone had to have been here.
Let's hope they're peaceful or gone.
Let's go inside.
Can you tell anything about what these people look like from the interior of their ship?
All this rust, corrosion. Perhaps animals have moved things around. Hard to know what we're looking at. Let me look. Try not to disturb anything.
Well,
Brink. How are you doing, Brink?
You mean apart from being trapped on an alien planet with no idea of how to get back?
you gonna tell me about what you were looking at there, buddy?
I hope you can figure some way out of this place. I don't think we'll be able to climb these walls.
In my years of studying rocks and ancient sites, I learned that sometimes the best way down is up, and sometimes the best way up is down.
Yeah, well, I hope that made sense to you, because it sure didn't make any sense to me. Thanks. Well, I don't see any treasure, but there is something in here. When we get back, the engineers are going to have a field day trying to figure out how this worked.
Do not look into the operational end of the device.
We might need this wire later. I'm gonna see if I can pull it down.
First, shouldn't you turn the power off at the breaker box?
What?
That was a joke, Lo.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Stand back in case something comes down on our heads.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Changing shapes, mathematical progressions of ever more complex polyhedrons.
Next time I suggest pulling a wire.
No, I'm glad you did. What could that have been?
Not a random electrical discharge.
Maybe it's a kind of computer display. Maybe to the aliens who piloted this ship it conveyed some meaningful information. But to me, it means absolutely nothing.
You know, Boston, you're really trying very hard to just come off as the most obtuse on purpose person.
It still might be useful. Did any of you see? Was this here before that thing appeared?
Of course it was. Do you think an electrical field can carry a solid object?
Brink, you're the least observant.
It's a rod, engraved. 5 geometric shapes.
Hey.
They appear to be some sort of tusks.
Wow.
Standard issue flashlight. This is my penultimate personal digital assistant. Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth. Some kind of device. I have no clue what it might be for. This wire isn't metal. A transparent fiber cable. Silicone, probably. I'm betting it carried data. Regulation NASA pocket shovel. Every astronaut should have one.
Should they, though?
The chest is empty.
I love how surprised he sounds. Yeah, that was a bad line read.
These engines are enormous, but there is no evidence of any type of combustion. No scorching, no oxidation.
The design of this ship is not consistent with the vast geometric structures we've encountered so far.
So this ship is not from around here.
Not in my opinion.
Perhaps they were stranded here, much like us.
It's a possibility.
This alien technology is hopelessly ruined.
All right. Days. I've never been able to pronounce this word.
I think we can safely say this is not a natural weather phenomenon.
How about a mirage? Anyone voting for it being a mirage?
It knew we were here. It was trying to tell us something. Or show us something.
Don't be too quick to anthropomorphize.
How do we know what life looks like here?
It might be alive. Or it might be some kind of automatic guidance system. We triggered it in that ruined ship and now it's leading us.
You mean this is the last gasp of a holographic tour guide?
Or the Port Authority. Maybe it's telling us we're under arrest. Come quietly or self-aiming lasers will toast us to cinders in 15 seconds.
Stop it. Maybe you can think that's funny, but the last thing I need is some mischievous boy trying to give me the creeps.
If I wanted to give you the creeps, I'd tell you that it was the ghost of a long-dead alien.
How do you know it isn't a ghost?
What? You think this is where aliens end up when they die? If it is, then this place better be hell, because it sure isn't my idea of heaven.
Now you're starting to give me the creeps. It's too small and dark to see if this hole leads anywhere. It's too small and dark to see if this hole leads anywhere.
Well, then let's dig it up.
I'm gonna see if I can enlarge the hole. Maybe there's something under here.
Yeah, maybe something lives down in that hole.
Enlarge the hole.
The utterances of experts.
The ground is soft here, loose. I think this used to be an opening, and over the years, wind has filled it up with sand and dirt.
Here, let me see. Yes, that's right. You're probably right.
That means the ground is treacherous. It could be hollow under there.
Commander, I think it's time for an archaeologist to do the digging. I'm used to dealing with drifted soil.
The shovel is yours, Brink. Just be careful. The ground's pretty unstable. My feet kept sinking.
My whole training is to be careful. Not to charge in with guns blazing. Finally, a good use for my extensive training.
No! It's completely... I can't...
No! Brink! I couldn't get to him in time. I couldn't.
It happened too fast. How long a drop is it?
Looks like the rubble has formed a ramp. Follow me.
Well, at least the expert did it.
Here he is. He's not moving.
Brink! Boston. He's dead.
I should have been the one digging.
Then you'd be the dead one.
It was my responsibility to.
Brink and I are not children or trained monkeys. We're responsible adults. It could have been any of us, and there's not a thing you could have done to prevent it.
To lose Brink, and we've only been up here.
Look, you can't keep me safe, and I can't keep you safe. So there's no particular reason for us to stay together. Our odds of getting back to Earth are better if we work separately on figuring this place out.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
Why? Because we're safer together? Ask Brink about that.
Because maybe I won't know what I'm seeing without you to help me understand it.
If you find something interesting, the communicators still work. Till then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Maggie, it's against every rule of military action for an officer to be separated from his command.
Boston, this isn't a military action. And you don't have a command. There's just you and me, and we both know exactly the same amount about this situation, which is to say, nada, nothing, zip. If we suddenly find ourselves facing an army, then you're in command again. Until then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Nobody likes you when you smart off like that.
Yeah, all my psychological tests as a kid said that I didn't work well with others.
So this is what failure feels like.
This dialogue is a lot. This dialogue is so much. Oh, there's an awkward way for the cursor to come back. Maybe not right now. Avoid doing that. Late.
Looks like one of the control plates we found on Attila.
I'll just carry that around in my pocket then, shall I?
Well, it probably wouldn't hurt too. The plants seem to draw energy from my body and disperse it among all the plants. They must share a common root system. I don't think I want to kick this door in.
Really? Why not? You're so good at it. Oh, right. These. I'll come back to that. Where did Maggie get off to?
It's hot here, and it's glowing down there.
Well, that seems normal.
10 to 1, it's the power source for this place. All I need to do now is to find the light switch, or the plug, or the fuse box, or whatever makes this thing work. An instruction manual might help, maybe a map, and I could use a sandwich, and a hot jukebox and a cold beer, or just a starship headed for home. Get a grip, Boston.
This. Oh. I'll just put that back then. Oh god. Sure that did something.
Nothing happened.
Oh yeah, saving's probably a good idea. Save. Turn on subtitles. I forgot that that was an option.
Nothing happened.
There you go. There's your screenshot. uh, hey, I remember this thing. It's annoying as hell. Right.
I can see a lens way down at the bottom. I can see a lens way down at the bottom. The lens is missing.
Thanks, Boston.
I can see a lens way down at the bottom. I can see a lens way down at the bottom.
Just one more line on that would have been great, but okay. Right, I have to figure out how to get the power. Or I have to figure out how to pick up the lens with the doohickey. I remember this. Like, I remember this puzzle, at least, but I don't remember how to solve it. I think this is the pickup action. I remember that this control panel, you had to plug stuff in to get the little floaty diamond dude to go down and actually pick up the lens. And so one of the actions was pick up, but all the rest of these are navigate. And I think this is pick up because you can only do it once. So let me actually check my suspicions here. Sure. Let's see what these all do. Oh, I have a walkthrough open. I just want to try and figure it out myself first. Left. Up. Right. Down. Okay. So, left, up, right, down. Well, at least that makes a certain amount of sense. Nope, not quite. Oop. Try that. Yeah, a puzzle that makes sense in a LucasArts game? Impossible. Oh, I'm so close. Try that again, but with more left. Maybe only 2 down. It's hard to tell depth. I Thank God I don't have to maneuver this thing in 3D space, though. Ah! I picked it up! Aha! Now I have to put it back down. Okay. Let's see. Probably need to go left. And then up. I'm gonna try and make sure that I get close enough, because I don't remember if it'll just drop it if you put it in the wrong spot. That's pretty close. I think maybe one more. Actually, let's try this. Let's try this, and if it works, then great. If it doesn't, then, well, you know, try again. Holy shit. Never didn't have it. Wow. I remember this taking me like ages the first time. Let's get out of this room though, because it's noisy as hell now. Sure, let's travel down the dark tunnel. Ooh, them 3D graphics. Person. Oh, no, it's just a rock. No, don't go inside. Airlock? Airlock.
This looks like a command center. From this vantage point, I can see a whole system of underwater tunnels. I can see a tunnel that connects to the island I just came from. There's a crystalline tube stretching across the bottom of the sea. There's an undersea tunnel leading into the base of a nearby island.
What's over here?
I see many undersea tunnels, all leading from the large central island to the smaller islands. I see many undersea tunnels, all leading from the large central island to the smaller islands.
Glowing panel. Oh yeah. I remember this really sucking too. Well, we'll come back to this because I definitely don't have the parts for it. Okay. Still no sign of Maggie. Ooh, another rod.
Another one of these engraved sticks. What are they? Wands? Batons? Bludgeons? Maybe some kind of handheld computer game. With my luck, it's a hand grenade.
Boston. Don't be so melodramatic.
When this rock fell from the ceiling, it must have cracked open an energy conduit under the floor.
Yeah, I'll probably take a break in another 5 or 10 minutes. Just gonna poke around down here a little more.
There's a huge amount of energy flowing along this column.
How do you know that?
Shut tight and I don't know the magic word.
Right. I know this. It's Unix. Wait, no. Oh, hey. Alcove. I think I can put this here. Bottom. Hey, Brink, you want to talk about Maggie?
You could be irritating sometimes, but you sure didn't deserve to die.
I mean, I can't talk about Maggie with him? Oh well. Such riveting conversations. Can I look at these?
It's a rod. Engraved.
Thanks,
5
Boston.
geometric shapes.
Okay, I can look at this one. I'm gonna bet you that the purple door requires this combination. Where is the purple door? Back this way. Oh, but wait, the purple door doesn't have a key code. Well, I guess we try it on all of them then. What do we got? Blue 6-side, blue 6-side, blue diamond, green diamond. Blue 6. Boy, this isn't irritating. Blue 6. Blue. Come on. Blue. Diamond. Green diamond. No dice. Let's try it on here. Boy, I wish I could like hold the button down or something to make this go faster because this is so tedious. Also, if I'm not mistaken, these are randomized. so that you can't cheat from game to game. Ugh. Riveting gameplay. Yep. About you. Hey!
This was a good idea.
See? Just had to find
So
one of
what
them.
is through this door? A death trap? A mad scientist with a pretty girl and a talking robot? An alien cafeteria? Why am I just standing here?
Why are you just standing
After
here?
all, as Brink found out, the worst thing that can happen is you can take one wrong step and you're dead.
Alright, well, on that cheerful note, we'll find out what's down the ramp in just a couple minutes, because it's been about an hour, and actually it's been about an hour and a half. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be back in maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and we can continue on. So be right back. Alright, we are back. Hello. So let's find out what's down this tunnel. It's probably not a cafeteria.
So much for the cafeteria idea.
Glad we got
Boston.
there.
Are you there?
They use geometric shapes as a kind of combination for the locks.
Boston, you won't believe where I am. I'm in a place filled with alien technology, the most fantastic things I've ever seen. And the machines are working.
What are they doing?
I don't know yet. I mean, they're really alien. Like nothing I've seen before.
Don't go too fast, Maggie.
I'll be careful, Boston. But it's not like we have time to use correct scientific procedures to test these things.
Where are you? How can I get to you?
I wish I knew. It's a sure thing you can't get here the way I did. I slid through a low tunnel in the rock, and then it kind of got filled with debris when the roof collapsed.
You could have been killed.
Gee, I guess this isn't safe. But if we'd been together, whoever went through the crack second would definitely have been killed. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about coming to save me. I handled it just fine.
Yeah, I guess you did.
We're both doing okay, Boston. We'll find a way to connect up with each other when it matters.
Maggie? Good work.
Thanks, Boston.
So here's the thing. Maggie ended up on a completely different island, and I want to know how she managed to slide through a low tunnel that did that. But, you know, I guess whatever, sure, fine. Don't read too much into that spatial weirdness. Let's push the button. That was neat. Anybody want to ride a train? Let's ride a train. Whee! It's just like Riven.
Now I know what my pet hamster felt like.
Okay, that was a good one.
I need some help to pry this door open.
Can I use the shovel? Urk. Nope.
I need some help to pry this door open.
I guess not. Ruined door.
Nothing could open this door.
That's why it's ruined. Let's go outside. I'm sure it's perfectly fine and normal outside, and nothing weird will ever happen.
Plenty of water here. If it's drinkable, then we won't die right away. We'll have plenty of time to starve to death.
Thanks, Boston. Sure. Sure. Okay.
If Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land.
Yeah, okay. Up. Up. Just up. Okay. Let's up, Doc. Strange device.
Another ghost. The last one pointed the way down into the Nexus. Of course, that's how Brink died.
Panel?
I can't open it.
Shovel on panel.
It won't accomplish anything.
Hey, that's... Hey! I made a bridge. Crystal form. It's crystal form, precious.
It doesn't look safe to walk there.
No kidding.
A bunch of displays set into the walls. Inscriptions here and there. I'd say it looks like some kind of museum.
this?
Symbols written on a plate. Looks like an alphabet.
I'll just take that.
Strange glowing crystals.
Those are fine. That's fine. Perfectly normal. Oh, hello. Spielberg aliens. Spielberg aliens colonized and destroyed everything.
Could this be some sort of burial chamber?
I have no idea. Indeed. Yeah, they seem to be Griffin type
Another one of
dudes.
these engravings on a stick.
Put that away. I take the thingy. We're all gonna take the thingy. We're gonna put it in the rock. It's gonna make a tunnel.
That canister sure packs a punch.
Door.
Boston!
Maggie, I found you.
I wasn't aware that I was missing.
Womp womp.
You know what I mean. I found a way to get where you are. Through the museum, back that way.
That's nice, Boston. If that's the museum, then I guess this is the library.
I found out how to open doors back in the Nexus. There's a tram that leads out here.
Look, Boston, I think it's great you're finding things out, but I'm trying to concentrate here. I feel like I'm so close to making sense of some of this stuff, and I just want to stay here and keep working. All right?
Sure, of course. Anyway, I know where to find you, and you know how to get out of here if you want to.
Thanks. Yes. When I learn something, I'll call you on the box, okay?
All right. All right, yes, I won't bug you anymore right now.
I'm gonna poke at all of the buttons.
I
on the
decided
computer.
that has to be a control console for a data retrieval system. When I use the controls, different inscriptions appear. Sometimes different languages. If English comes up, I'll let you know.
I don't think we'll be able to fix this screen.
It's over here.
The screens must be part of one large computer. Looks like the plant has permanently broken the screen.
Don't mind me, Maggie. I'm just, you know, getting in the way. I'm pushing all of your buttons. Aha. Alrighty. Actually, can I examine tablet? I can. Oh. Well, of course. This makes perfect sense now. What? Gonna go this way. And then see if I can't run into the fucking turtle. I don't remember how much time has to elapse before you can do this. Hey, buddy.
If Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land.
Hey, buddy.
That creature is beautiful. It has the appearance of a six-legged turtle. It makes me wonder if they have a common ancestor back on Earth. Unless it's just a coincidence of parallel evolution.
Nope, can't do that yet. We'll come back to that momentarily. I think I need the canister first, wherever that is. Let's go back to the tram. Whee! I like that flashy boarding ramp effect. It's very neat. Alright. Let's go back up to the Nexus and see if we can't open another one of these doors. Got a red rod. Green diamond, red diamond, blue six side, red diamond. Red, blue, red. Cannot keep these shapes in my head. Red diamond. How about it? Nope. Alright. Try this door. there. Very nice. Call tram. Yeah, take a photo probably isn't a bad idea. Next time I come up.
The other trams came as soon as I called them. Maybe there are some controls somewhere.
Oh no. What do you mean this ancient piece of alien technology isn't working perfectly? What did I pay for this game for? Oh, hey. Tiffer, thanks for the follow. Nope. Hey, buddy.
You could be irritating sometimes, but you sure didn't deserve to die.
Let's do a stupid let's do a stupid thing.
Who knows if this will even work? Even if these really are the same crystals I saw resurrecting an alien in that museum display, they weren't designed for humans. But it's worth a shot.
I mean, he's not gonna get any more dead.
Brink, are you okay?
I feel fine. What happened? I remember digging, and the ground gave way under me.
Brink, you've been dead for several hours.
You Americans, always exaggerating.
I assure you, Brink, no pulse, no breath, dead. But I found a couple of life crystals in a museum, and from a display there, I got an idea of how to use them.
Where's the crystal? I have to see it.
I wasn't sure it would work on a human being.
Our cellular structures must be very similar. Boston, it didn't just bring me to life. It brought me to life. I feel more powerful, more energetic, more alive than I've ever felt before.
Maggie, do you read me?
Yes, I do. I hope this is important.
I think so. Brink isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
You have a very sick sense of humor. Goodbye.
No, wait, I'm serious.
Deadly serious.
Brink! I can't believe it.
It was a crystal I found in the museum. The display there showed it bringing someone back to life. So I tried it.
A crystal that heals the dead. If we ever get back home, this will change the world. It'll change everything.
It's not just being alive again, Maggie. I feel perfect. I feel like I never knew what good health was until today.
Now it's all the more important we find a way home.
It's always kind of important to me.
Keep exploring, Boston. I'll get back to work on the language.
You got it, Maggie.
Yep, nothing bad has ever happened from bringing someone back from the dead. It's always gone perfectly fine.
Do you think Maggie can learn an alien language?
She's very intuitive. If she used a crystal, she could learn anything.
By the way, in case it wasn't super obvious, and I don't think it's really a big old spoiler here, but using a crystal on somebody kind of tends to make them go a little crystal crazy. Uh, so, you know, that's fine.
Maggie's found the library, or that's what we think it is.
Can she read the language already?
She's working on it. She has mastered the library controls.
Well, even if we can't find a way to get home, at least she may learn enough to help us stay alive here.
What do you think the chances are that scientists back on Earth will be able to figure out these life crystals and make more?
They have to, that's all. You have no idea how good it feels to have such strength surging through my body. And not just my body. My mind has never been so alert. We have to find more of these crystals if we can. More and more of them.
Yeah, I would actually really love to see this redone smartly. Because, yeah, it definitely is held up, but it's still a little rough around the edges in terms of it being comparable to modern-day adventure games and controls. And yeah, I have no idea why there isn't a run button, but it really sucks.
I got this inscription from the museum. What do you think?
I think that's Maggie's department. I don't want to be bothered with things like this.
I want to talk about crystals.
I
Bring me the
couldn't believe
crystals.
it when I first realized that these aliens made bridges out of light.
What I can't believe is that you are able to bring yourself to take that first step.
Keep your eyes open for any metal plates like the ones we found back on Attila. I think if we find the right ones, they may fit in a triangular alcove in the Nexus.
And if they do fit, what would happen?
I have no idea, Brink, but I still think it's worth searching for them. The ghost we saw that led us to that hole you fell through, I saw another one at the museum spire.
A museum guide?
Whatever these ghosts are, I think they're trying to lead us to something.
Ah, but are they leading us somewhere we want to go?
You still feel okay, Brink?
It's almost worth falling through holes on alien planets if you feel this good afterward.
Sure.
This place is as empty as an ancient ruin, but at the same time, almost everything is still in working order.
I know what you mean. This must have been how the Bear's house felt to Goldilocks. They just stepped away for a moment. They'll be back anytime.
Thanks.
Okay. So, let's see here. I think now we can get the door open on the other spire, because we have Brink with us. And he is being, you know, very ubermensch. Come in, buddy. Brink, give me a hand with this door.
Brink, would you give me a hand with this?
Sure.
Nah, not on the nose at all.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boop. Oh boy.
That was the longest visit from a ghost yet.
The whole display centered on this basin. It's full of crystals. Are these the life crystals? Like the one you used to bring me back to life?
They look like it.
Then it couldn't be more clear. These life crystals are the reason they brought us to this world. They have found the secret of life, and they want to share.
Weren't you watching, Brink? I don't care what language you speak, that ghost shaped itself like a skull. It was warning us. These crystals are dangerous.
It was the symbol of death, Lo. These crystals are the antidote for death. That's what it meant.
What if there are side effects? Did you think of that?
The side effect is that I feel better than I ever felt before. If you had used a life crystal on yourself, your mind would also be as clear as mine. And you'd see that there is nothing more important than getting these crystals and using them.
Brink, I think you're wrong. I think we need to be careful.
Brink, I think
These
you're being
aliens
very,
are kind and
very
good,
German
Commander.
about this.
They have given us a gift.
Yeah? Well, if this is all so perfect, where are these aliens?
Maybe they've moved on to a higher plane of existence.
Or maybe they're all dead.
See how badly your brain is working. How could they be dead? They invented these life crystals. Commander, I feel sorry for you. Still tied down by an ordinary mind and ordinary fears. But I feel too good to want to argue with you. Believe what you want. I'm taking as many of these crystals as I can carry.
Well, I'm gonna take some for study back on Earth. I'm just not gonna use them.
But you will, Commander.
Put those away.
Brink, what do you think the chances are that scientists back on Earth will be able to figure out these life crystals and make more?
They have to, that's all. You have no idea how good it feels to have such strength surging through my body. And not just my body.
Oh, stop.
You still feel okay, Brink?
It's almost worth falling through holes on alien planets if you feel this good afterward.
Thanks.
I wish it wouldn't re-highlight things if there isn't actually something new to say about it. Oh, hey, canister. That blends right in, doesn't it? Put that down there.
Brink.
No, I don't want to talk to Brink.
Never mind.
To use the door, and then I went to seal Brink inside. Hey Zadok, how's it going?
Gross. Hey, Brink. Do you think...
And he's
Brink?
gone.
Brink? Where are you? Brink, answer me.
Brink, can you hear me? Where are you?
Maggie? Brink's run off. He wasn't acting very rational when we found a big supply of life crystals. I'm afraid maybe those things are addictive. Or they altered his personality or something. A ghost tried to warn us, but Brink was feeling too cocky to listen to good advice.
Just when this place starts looking benign, it finds new ways to be dangerous.
Anyway, I'm going on without him. I can't think of anything else to do.
I'll try to contact him now and then, see if he's willing to talk.
Thanks, Maggie. I'm beginning to take this personally. Nobody wants to stay with me.
Oh,
Maybe it's my
Boston.
deodorant. I think it failed somewhere back there on Attila.
Well, Boston, maybe if you weren't a huge chunk of granite with a face for a personality, people might take more of a liking to you. So do you think it held up pretty well, Zadok, or not? Because it's been so long since I've finished a playthrough of this game, and last time I did actually play all the way through it, the cutscene stopped working halfway through. So by the time I got to the end, I had no idea what was going on. Damn bones. Yeah, this puzzle sucks. Yeah, that's where that goes. Sure. Yep. I might actually look this one up, because this one sucks. But we'll come back to it, because it's not immediate. I can't even leave. It's not immediately important. And I know that there's somewhere where there's a... preserved skeleton of one of these guys. But I don't remember where. And it's probably somewhere absolutely nowhere nearby. Oh, fossil. I was wrong. It is absolutely nearby. I'm gonna get my phone out and I'm gonna take a picture of this. Because, you know, I'm not that much of a masochist. Let's snap a photo. Oop. Now we have a reference. Always draw from references, kids. It's not cheating. Let's see here. So, the biggest thing is that the head is on seemingly backwards. Because, like, that goes there, and then this part goes back here. I mean, yeah, it's not really great, but it's better than nothing. All of the limbs point forward. That's something else to keep in mind. Got a tail. Got big bone, I think, goes for the head. Multi-piece limbs go in the back. I'm gonna put this down somewhere. Nope. Nope. What were we just saying about this game holding up? That over there. That there. That goes. It's so hard to make out some of this stuff. That definitely goes that way. I think that's actually that way. And actually, this goes back. Doesn't seem right. That might be, though. That way the stuff grows out, you know. Oh, I've been provided with a picture. Blessed. I was actually mostly right. I'll just have to get the other bits in place. That goes there. This goes here. This one goes here. This one goes there. Ta-da! Alright. I think that that's everything where it belongs. I think. So now, we exit, and we use one of our life crystals on the glowing thing and see if we made an abomination. Because if we've made an abomination, then it gets disappointing and really gross. Aha! Oh wait, shoot. I have to do this again.
Gross. I'm pretty sure he's still hungry.
I have to do this again because I forgot to put the canister in it first. Ugh. Well. Humpty Dumpty, etc., etc. This goes down here. That goes there. This goes here. This goes here. That goes there. 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 Nope. That goes there. This goes here. Okay. Exit. Save. Now get the canister out.
You just need a little something to make you complete, my friend.
And put him back together. With a
How
huge
about
bomb
a
in his
little
chest.
alien explosive device? Boom.
Also gross. Because that was literally the only one of those.
Now that the water's safe for swimming, I think it's time to see what's in that underwater cave.
Yeah, the exploration part of this has always been really neat. Plate. That in my pocket. Rod.
Another engraving.
Put that in my pocket.
Nice view.
Can I see it? Nope. Sure can't. Yeah, this is the turtle one is a little bit more in the moon logic dimension of puzzles. Yeah, it is kind of Star Trek-y. I also have to say they did a lot of work on making these animations so distinctive. Like, they're really good for pixel art. Okay. I've got another rod to... I almost said to play with, but that could go places. Wait. I'm gonna be smart and also take a picture of this, so that I don't have to keep pulling it back up again. I mean, like, the art is actually, I would put remastering this on the same level as a reason to remaster Final Fantasy VII, because, like, the art in Final Fantasy VII is also still pretty decent for its time. I mean, the avatars are kind of chunky and weird, but the background art is still pretty decent. It's just super, super, super low res. And, like, having this remastered so that even if it was just the same look and feel and the same UI and the same presentation, but with, you know, 1080p digital backgrounds, as opposed to what isn't even, I think, 640 by 480, it would look stupendous. Yeah, like if you're gonna remaster something, the FF7 remaster is pretty much like how you do it, I think. I need to use this one now. I have actually never played Judgment Rights. Which one is that? All the way around on this one. I mean, the second one doesn't really tell me anything, unfortunately, because I never really, like, with the exception of, I think, Starfleet Academy from Interplay, I never actually had any of the Star Trek games as a kid. I know my uncle had one that was like also pixel art style, if I remember correctly, and I never really got very far in it because it was I kept getting attacked by Romulans and like outflanked by them because they could use their cloaking devices. I need to run the wire on this one.
Always attach the jumper cables to the dead battery first.
Right.
There's nothing to attach it to.
Shovel?
It won't accomplish anything.
This device.
It's pointing behind me.
Okay. I might have played a very small amount of Judgment Rights then. I'd have to actually look at screenshots to tell.
Shut tight and I don't know the magic word.
Oh, I need to put the plate in the thing while I'm here. Oh right, there's also this panel. Let's try it on this one. Gosh, I haven't even used this one yet. Well, that's alright, Aussie. Blue. Then green. And blue. Blue. Again. Like, just this needs a quality of life improvement. Ooh, that was fun. That was a fancy one. Let's go down here. What do we got? Another tram station. Oop. Where are we going this time? We. All right. Down here? No. Nope. It's gotta go up. Rumble, rumble. Sploosh. That makes perfect sense.
First time I ever did the wave all by myself.
Proceed. I love this effect. It's so good.
I can't open it.
Yeah, Robert Patrick's sense of humor, like his dry delivery on a lot of this, is what really makes it work, I think. Oh.
That should have turned on another light bridge, and it didn't. Bummer. I guess when you abandon machinery long enough, it's going to get out of adjustment.
This is the Easter egg panel, because we've got E.T. and an X-Wing. Tweak this.
Just needs a little adjustment.
Yeah, the waterfall, I love the waterfall effect in old pixel art. It's so good. Let's see, we can go to a plateau, or we can cross the bridge. Let's cross the bridge first. Crevice. Nothing bad has ever happened in a crevice. Blue rod. I'll take that, thank you very much.
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna stick my hand in some crack in the rock on an alien planet.
Well, at least you have some sense, Boston.
There's a glow coming from inside the crevice, but I can't see what it's coming from.
Like I said, nothing bad has ever happened in a crevice. So I'm sure it's fine. Let's head out to the plateau. See what we got out there.
The way things have been going, I can pretty much bet that whatever that little beast just stole, I'm gonna want it really badly in a minute or two.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size, I was 4 years old.
Oh, I didn't realize I clicked on a hover. Hole.
place for everything, and everything in its place.
Rib cage. Just take that.
Scavengers have picked these ribs clean, but the animal can't have been dead very long because the rib cage is still holding together.
That's nice.
A thin metal plate with a button on it.
Put that away.
It's missing a part. There's a piece missing from this door control panel. I guess now I know what this little beast was stealing when I first got here. Just like all the other doors I've seen here. Closed tight until I can figure out a way to get it open.
Hole.
A small round hole.
I don't know, I think this might be a little beyond Telltale's ken to be able to put together like a really high quality remaster of
There's
it.
something moving in here. A lot of useless junk collected by that little thief. Just unidentifiable junk left by that critter.
Right. Yeah, it's too bad Campo Santo got bought by Valve, so they'll never make a video game again.
The hook won't support the cage in that position. A long pole with a hook on the end.
Yes, but I want you to put the pole...
That doesn't fit here. I can't use these two things together.
I'm missing a piece that I need. So I don't think I can use the tusk. Or can I?
It won't do
Nope.
anything.
Oh. Thank you, Tiver.
A short metal dowel.
Hunting
That's a
for
nice
pixels. Everybody loves hunting for pixels, right? Can I use the pole on this there? I can at least do this. Ah, a rod. Right. Thank you.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay, so you're not a kitty. A possum? A rat? A hairless miniature camel? Ha!
I would love to see just like a line read of this with literally any voice direction.
Thin metal rod. If only I
There we
had some
go.
bait for this trap. But I'll just have to play sheepdog.
Now I need the wire.
I can't use these two things together.
Really? I have to use it with the pin?
It won't do anything.
Nope.
There's something moving in here.
Right.
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size, I was 4 years old.
Where'd he go?
There's something moving in here. Just unidentifiable junk left by that critter.
Yeah, it's not really the world's most obvious
A lot of
hint.
useless junk collected by that little thief.
Let's go around. There we go. See, gotta go around.
Now I've got you. If I let you out, you'll head for the place where you hide nice shiny machinery parts. The only trouble is, how am I gonna follow you?
I have to use the device. But I forget what I need to use on the guy for the device to track. Do I give him a blue rod?
It won't accomplish anything. There's a signal here, but I'm not getting a clear reading. It doesn't point in any direction. A thin metal rod.
Just hold on to that.
I can't use these two things together.
Nope. I don't remember what the trick is with this. Maybe. Oh, I think I need something else. So I'll just leave him there, stuck in the cage, because, you know, this is an adventure game and time doesn't actually pass. I'm sure it's fine. Rumble.
I'll never make it this direction. I'll never make it this direction.
Fine, I'll just take a shortcut with different spire and then use that tram. At least I can double click to jump between screens. That's nice at least. Oh, this way. Don't want to go the long way around, that'd be terrible. Neat. I think it's at the grave site. I think.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth. Whatever creature these bones used to be.
Crying out loud.
I can't use these two things together.
Thought it was here, maybe it's not. Everybody loves pixel hunting. Oh. Getting an interact on a second grave. Yeah, we had the demo as a kid, when I was a kid too. What did it come with? I'm trying to remember. Because it was definitely a demo that came, like, it came out as a demo with a launch date that was way before when it actually finally came out, and I remember that being something that was very confusing. Because it was the first time that, like, I had ever experienced a video game delay. And trying to remember where the bracelet is that I need. Hang on. No, I've got it. Like I said, I have a hint guide open.
It's indicating approximately that direction.
Well, that's the most useful. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, that's the most useful thing in the universe. That way. On a 4-pixel tall man.
It seems to be pointing at this mound.
Dig mound.
With that device pointing at this mound, I suspect there might be something buried here.
Bracelet.
It looks like a bracelet.
Examine bracelet.
It looks like a bracelet.
Thanks, Boston. Dais. Pull. One. No. Yes? I don't remember. Yes. Call tram. outside. Up. Rumble, rumble. Come on. Fancy meeting you here. Yeah, that's how I got back the last time, was making the bridge.
It's a small alien critter with an electronic collar.
Oh, move the trap, genius.
Go, little creature. Roam free, wherever your thieving little heart desires. It's indicating to the right.
Clearly your right, not my right. Oh! Okay. Well, that's good to know, thanks.
It's indicating to the right.
I mean, I did just watch it go into this cave.
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size, I was 4 years old. It's indicating to the right. It's indicating to the left of me. It's indicating to the left of me. The pin fits tightly in the hole. The pole with the hook is balanced on that pivot.
I need to get into this cave. Can I dig out the cave? Just shovel
Sorry,
this cave.
friend.
There we go.
But your little house is about to get a big front door. That looks big enough to squeeze through.
Sure. Device.
It's got to be right under here. This is where the tracker's pointing. What if I hadn't brought this shovel along? No, that's not worth thinking about.
Then we'd still be standing on the surface in our spacesuits.
The critter sure didn't like that. He took off down one of his tunnels.
At least he left the machine part.
Now maybe I can get the door open.
Use machine
Now
part
with any
panel.
luck, this will work.
Because, you know, ancient alien technology is just as simple as plug and
Now
play.
let's get this thing closed up and see if it works.
Boop. Boop.
Open sesame.
Rod. Cute.
Another one of these engraved sticks. The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
Oh, hey. A plate. It's Todelmer. Wow, did I just one-shot that? Accidentally? Oh, for God's sake.
No! Why is that door closing? He didn't steal that part again, did he? I'm trapped in here? Ha! The controls still work on this side.
Same crack, precious.
I can see outside. I can see outside.
Great. Yes, I did just totally accidentally one-shot that on, like, genuinely. Accidentally one-shot that. Alright, let's make our rock bridge. Boulder. There we go.
This boulder is loose.
Knock it over, dingus. Womp. Alright, so we're coming up on about 3 hours, and I think before we get into the next section of this game, because I feel like we just cleared a whole bunch of stuff out, and we're about to get into another big chunk. So since we're kind of at a stopping point, I think we'll go ahead and call it here for the day, and then we can pick this back up next week. I will definitely be back on Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate it. It's been fun hanging out. If you would like, I will be doing another stream on Saturday of Destiny 2. I'll be clicking on heads, as Cameron from Loading Ready Run would say. Just generally chilling and hanging out. So if you want to stop by, that'll be at 1 o'clock on Saturday. And yeah, we'll be back at this. We'll be back at this again Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry, Drawn on One. Yeah, we've been going for about 3 hours. But the VOD will be up here as soon as I go offline, and then I'll try to have the VOD up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. The video or the link to the channel is down underneath the stream. But yeah, if you want to check out the next bit of this adventure, like I said, I will be back on Thursday next week at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So you're more than welcome to drop by. Feel free to hit the follow button so that you get notified when I go live and you don't miss it. Um, but yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody, and I will see you all, if not Saturday, then hopefully on Thursday. So thanks for coming. See you later.